Hey there, I'm Craig Gentry, and a couple summers ago, I built this pizza oven out of a 55-gallon drum. It requires no welding, and it costs less than $100. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how I did it. The ingredients list is pretty simple. We're starting with a cleaned 55-gallon drum. Check Facebook Marketplace before you buy an expensive one. This one was only 15 bucks. This camp stove kit can be found at Rural King, Tractor Supply, or Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below. It comes with a door, a pair of legs, a flue collar, a damper, and hardware. I'll also use various tools and materials. I figured I'd start with the legs first to keep it from rolling around. Make sure to recruit your favorite shop helper to keep you company. After placing the legs where I wanted them, I marked the spots with a Sharpie. I used a punch to keep the drill bit from wandering on the curved surface. I started off by drilling pilot holes before drilling the big holes, but later found out that wasn't necessary. Use the provided hardware to bolt the legs to the barrel. Surely you can do a better job than I did. Next, I put in the grate. It's a sheet of expanded metal that's the same width and length as the barrel. I made sure to level it up because the pizza stone will sit on one side and the fire will sit on the other. I carefully marked the location and drilled 4 holes. This is nothing fancy. This is just some cheap, skinny screws. They're like 2.5 inches long, I think. Couple of small fender washers, couple lock washers, and some wing nuts. All I'm doing with this stuff is just making a little shelf that keeps the grate from rocking back and forth. It kind of just keeps it level. Now the grate rests on these bolts and won't slide around. Up next is the door. After careful consideration, I decided to place it as high up as I could. I punched and drilled all the holes before using a cutoff wheel and the angle grinder to cut the door out. I used a jigsaw to cut the curves. And a flat disc to clean up the edges and make them smooth. Line up the door and use the provided hardware to fasten it. The impact driver sped up this process for me. Coincidentally, the grate sits perfectly flush with the bottom of the door. Now it's time to add the flue and damper. The process is exactly the same as the door. Be sure to level it before making your marks. Now it's time to cut the pizza slot. I measured carefully so I'd have a large enough opening for the pizza stone and peel. Save all these pieces you're cutting out. I have ideas on how to use those later. Clean up your edges with the flat disc wheel. You don't want to cut your fingers on this while you're launching a pizza. There you have it. Your pizza oven is complete. Be sure to do a couple of burn-ins before using it to cook food. Not too bad for a first attempt. Now, if you know anything about pizza ovens or cookers in general, you'll see some pretty obvious flaws with this oven. And don't get me wrong, I'm not blind to them myself. I've got tons of ideas on how to improve this, including insulation, refractory heat, airflow. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell, because I'm going to be updating this pizza oven over the next few months, working out some of the kinks. I'm going to make a video for pizza oven version 2.0.